We're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Listen, I want to talk about something that has to do with the realm of politics. I'm going to rant a little bit. If you watch this, I want to hear your opinion. All opinions are welcome. I'm going to talk about this woman, Nikki Haley. I don't know a lot about her. I'm not doing a deep dive. I haven't done a whole bunch of research. But I've seen some things that she said. And I want to break some of them down. The first time I heard about her was actually from a family member. And we were talking like some politics, and he's really into that kind of stuff. And he's well-versed, and he's like, as far as the Republicans go, Nikki Haley's the best option. And I'm like, I don't really know who that is. And, I've maybe seen a picture. And I knew about the other couple of people, and they're kind of clowns. They're all characters, in my opinion. Even on the other side. They're just characters. They're clowns. They're liars. They're frauds. But I saw the clip where she's talking about this country's never been a racist country. What a horrible soundbite. Then she's talking about raising the age of Social Security to 70 for various reasons. She's just not very bright. But a lot of people like her. I think she's from South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. What's ironic about her saying this country's not racist or never was racist, or I think those were her exact words. She's Indian. That's her heritage. That's her background. Her birth name isn't Nikki Haley. Somebody told her, whether it was her or somebody advised her, she probably should change her name for political reasons, because people are, you're not going to get elected if you use your real full name. Now, that's not necessarily racism. It's not, but it definitely speaks to the psychology, the prejudice, the assumptions of voters. They see a name on a ballot, regardless if they know about policies or agree or disagree. The likelihood of them voting for that person, if the name is too foreign, goes down tremendously. Just does. Just does. It doesn't. Especially as a woman, like, what's her name? No. So why, if you think this country isn't racist or has some kind of history there, why would you feel the need to change your birth name that your parents gave you? Is it a business move? Nikki Haley, are you ashamed of your name that your parents gave you? But I'm nobody. I'm a dude that lives in St. Louis. I'm just driving around in my car, getting ready to go home, and said, let's hear what the people have to say. I want to put this out there and say, Nikki Haley obviously ain't going to win anything. And some of the things that she says, like a lot of these politicians, are just absolutely absurd. But it's funny to me how we pick, they might say one thing that goes with your ideals, and you automatically, like, I'm going to vote for her because whatever. And we shouldn't just throw somebody away because they say something stupid. She said a few things lately that, in my opinion, are incredibly stupid. Stupid, and that people, her advisors, are like, that wasn't good. That wasn't a good look. How do we pivot? How do we that's what's happening here. It's the irony in it is hilarious, because there's clips of her in the past saying that she's dealt with racism firsthand. Her grandparents, her parents, her as a little girl, she's dealt with racism. So when racism for Nikki Haley and other politicians is convenient to use, let's use the race card. But then months or a year later, you say, this country's never been racist. Nikki Haley, you are a clown. You are a clown. These politicians are clowns. They are characters, and people buy in to them. And, how can you support somebody that says something one day and says something the exact opposite when they're talking about so either she lied saying she hasn't dealt with racism and her family hasn't, or she lied because of the agenda and the current. She doesn't want to feel like the America's racist. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying if it is or isn't. That's not what this conversation is about. This conversation is about Nikki Haley being a clown. And I hate to say that about a woman, but she's a clown. Point blank, period. So all my political pundits, my experts out there, if this video finds you, what did I get wrong? I'm sure I got something wrong. Give me some perspective. I already put the clips, or I'm going to put the clips here of what she said. Nothing's out of context. If it is, send me something else. Because I've seen things. And this woman is not somebody she does not fit anything of somebody that I would vote for. And if you vote for Nikki Haley, let me know why. Because she talks about racism and she's experienced it. But then when it fits her agenda, she says this country's not racist. Nikki Haley, which is it?
His controversial remark about the history of race in America.
We're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country.
On the campaign trail today, Haley addressing the criticism head on, turning to a regular part of her stump speech for cover.
You said the other day that we have never been a racist country. Was that a slip of the tongue?
No. Listen, I was born a brown girl in a small rural town in South Carolina. If my parents never wanted us to think we lived in a racist country, did we face racism? Yes.
It's the latest in a series of campaign stumbles on race from Haley as she rises in the polls.